and the only 18-year-old prospect, Floyd Schofield. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. How y'all doing?
How you doing, man?
Good, man.
No, I know your nickname, but I want you to tell people. Tell us your nickname, man, and tell us what inspired that nickname, other than you being from there.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. At first, I had, the great, but then, or the truth. But, Errol Spence and everybody had that. Then once moving to Austin, my team was just like, you're a kid and you live in Austin. So they put it together and it sounded good by my name. So we stuck by it.
Well, there you go. Austin's a good city, too. I have a lot of family there. I'm over here in El Paso, Texas, and Texas is the place to be. Unfortunately, the co-hosts are from California and Louisiana, but that's okay. Like we can here, and we'll kind of, talk about it. Let's get a quick reaction and watch this beauty right here.
Go get him. There you go. Go get him. Hey, you heard him.
And that was all she wrote. They put the guy out of his misery. You went down to Tijuana. Talk to us about that. Going down to Mexico, hostile territory, I guess. But there's COVID, so I don't even know how the audience situation was. But nonetheless, tell us about your experience.
Overall, the experience was amazing. Food was amazing. Being down there, you see like a whole different atmosphere, and makes you appreciate what you have here. So, just being in that environment and my first time in Mexico, it was a good time. And being able to fight in Mexico is pretty good. Fighters are tough. There's some tough fighters out there.
You said the food was good?
Food was amazing, especially when I stepped off the scale.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah, you got to stay away from that food during camp, So gotta stay away from that one. Oh man, that's great. That's great. Let's show the people this the first fight as well. All right, we'll play a little bit of it. I don't want to get a copyright from whoever played this, but it's your content anyway, right? So let's check this out. All right. Wow.
Mm.
Wow. And ladies and gentlemen, he does not know where he's at. Look at this. He's lost. All right, good stoppage. Good stoppage right there, man. Hey, talk to us about what do you remember about that knockout?
Well, what I remember is, I don't know. It was just like a subconscious thing. I was just in there to like box, and I wasn't looking for the knockout. I was going to showcase my skills. It was my first time being on television, and when the knockout came, I'm literally like, where'd he go? And I look on the floor and I'm like, oh, okay. So the power is real, because my dad would always tell me I have power, and just one day it's going to show. And that day it showed. And like ever since then, like I've been able to like bring it out when I want to.
And that was beautifully set up. Were you 18 at the time?
Yeah,
when that fight happened?
I turned 18.
Just turned 18.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a left hook, man. That's when I saw you hit that right hand in the other clip. I didn't know your age. Somebody shared the clip. When I saw you were 18, I was very surprised. These are very crisp, very well placed punches. Here's what I want to ask you, and I ask this to every prospect. So, your first pro fight, you're in the back. Just try to remember that day, right, or that night. You're in the back. You're getting your hands wrapped, and they put on those little small gloves. What's going through your mind?
Well, right before my fight, my manager, he actually puts Floyd Mayweather on the phone. And like, he gives me like these words of encouragement and like how he felt during his pro debut. So it was like I was like, I have to do what I have to do. And I wasn't really anxious or anything back there. I was actually well prepared and ready because like during the amateurs, I would always say, I'm here to be a professional, be one of the greatest pros to ever live. So it was just like nothing new to me. It felt natural.
What is the biggest jump from amateur to the pro?
Dang, I love.
Gloves?
Yeah. I mean, truthfully, I believe I only got hit twice being a pro in both fights. So I didn't really get to see how it feels, but seeing my opponents, I know it hurts. So, but also the no shirt thing too. I don't get as hot as I did in the amateurs with all the gear on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have problems getting sparring in Austin? Do you go down to Houston at all? Like where are you getting your sparring from?
Well, I go to J Prince Gym in Houston to spar with Shakur. I'm going to LA to spar with the Mason brothers this weekend. And I sparred Devin Haney in Vegas like 2 months ago. So I go everywhere because I don't get no sparring out here at all. I usually have to work with the kids.
A lot of guys from Louisiana go out to Houston too. That's what I was asking. I figured you did a lot of work in Houston.
Yeah, it's way better work in Houston than it is Austin.
Yeah, I seen that on your Facebook. You've been in the gym with a lot of big names. I seen you've already named a couple. I seen I believe Adrian Broner, Tank Davis, Robert Easter. Tell us a little bit, man. How are the experience getting in the ring and sparring with these professionals, man?
The experience is good, and like I ain't gonna say too much, but I held my own. So it showed me my bad. It showed me the type of level I'm on, and like I'm up there with them, and being with them is a great experience, and it's actually fun. So, and I get to learn new things from them.
Who was the out of all those guys you sparred? Who was the toughest for you, man?
I wanted to ask you too.
All of them.
I like it.
I like that answer.
Well, when are you going to start to take over, man? When are we going to see you in there for a world title, you think, man?
This year.
This year?
Next year.
Whoa. All right. Okay.
I like it. I like the mentality.
I say this year. Probably like hopefully my 10th fight.
All right.
Go ahead and win the title on your 10th fight.
I ain't gonna say no names, but I know a couple people who did
it. Who are some of your in the sport, like some of the guys that you looked up to and try to pattern your style around?
Nobody really, but if I had to pick one, it's probably an old school fighter, Sugar Ray Robinson. That most definitely, and Willie Pep with the defense.
Oh wow,
man, that's a rare thing to hear nowadays. To hear the young kids say that, that's great though. That's great.
But, of the newer generation, I would probably say Shakur. Most definitely.
Shakur. Okay.
Yeah, he's one of my favorites. All of them now is with my favorites. But like I'm saying, like Shakur is like.
You don't want to just get one guy, right? You want to take a piece out of different guys. Something that worked for you.
Hey, Devin got a great jab. You can't see for Devin.
You might not want to give him. You might not want to give him too much props though, because you might see him down the road one day. It sounds like.
Yep.
You see a lot of fighters, at least nowadays, because you mentioned Sugar Ray Robinson. Back in the day, everybody fought each other. You know what I mean? When he was fighting, when Willie Pep was fighting, he fought everybody. Hey, I mean, we do see a lot of like, oh, this guy's my friend. I'm never going to fight him, and this guy's my big brother. I'm never going to get a ring with him. Where do you stand with that? Like, if an opportunity comes, it's just business, or do you have certain guys you won't fight?
Business is business. If we're in a sport to like, now I'm not saying like we gotta hate each other, but like we gotta make money together. And if people want to see the fight, we gotta fight.
Good answer. Good answer.
Hey, I like this.
Honestly, I feel like if you get into boxing, you shouldn't have friends that you're like friends in the boxing, especially in the same weight division.
It's just business.
Yeah.
Man, that is competitiveness right there. I'm loving that.
It's inspiring for us. Like, at the end of the day, we cool, but like we gotta help each other work on what we need to work on. Same thing as a fight. Yeah. One personal.
Yeah, no need to take it personal. Do you box a lot of, or spar, I should say, a lot of bigger guys? Like I'm talking like anything around middleweight or anything like that, or you stay away from big guys right now?
Honestly, I spar anybody. Just not like before a fight though.
Stopping big guys.
Yeah, I stopped a lot of big guys in
Yeah,
sparring.
stop big
As
guys
again, I won't
anyways.
say no names.
That's respectable. Yeah. That the one thing that I noticed, that it didn't finish him, but I noticed, looked really good was the uppercut, the right uppercut. Like your trainer, like who helped you, with your craft here?
Yeah, talk about it. Talk about it, boy. You should have a lot to say.
I don't, but my dad. He's been training me ever since. I never had no like a assistant coach or anything like that. So he taught me everything I practically know.
Since 2 years old.
Yeah.
You got it.
Okay, so you've been hitting the mitts since you were 2 years old.
Yeah.
Man, those are some nice, short, compact uppercuts, man. I love those kind of punches, man, because they get there super quick, powerful.
I was trying to break his nose. I remember in a fight. I remember like in the fight, I'm thinking like, okay, this one's gonna break his nose. Then when they didn't, I was like, okay, never mind. Yeah.
Well, I hear that in Mexico they already like break their noses so they don't bust open during the fight. So they're tough over there, and they try to, get you with the food, those enchiladas and stuff before the fight or something. You got to be careful over there. You know what I mean?
I didn't eat none of that.
That's good.
We had basic
You had
stuff.
everything.
Before the fight.
Before
the fight, it was healthy.
You had pasta.
But after the fight.
Okay. After the fight, celebration.
After the fight, it went down, huh?
Yeah.
Anything planned this year? Any fights coming up soon, or any rumors of any fights happening, or
Fight every month this year.
Yeah.
Ooh, every month?
Yes. We already got the date set. Let me tell you.
Telemundo, my next one in March 5th.
Telemundo, there's always some good fights there, man, on those shows.
I'm telling you all the dates.
March 18th, April 24th, May 29th, July 10th, August 21st, October 2nd, November 13th, and December 18th. Dang, that's nice.
That's right. So you
That's a busy schedule, but you keep knocking them out early like that. It's not a big deal, So it's just because you already got a knockout with a hook. This one, it was a TKO, but the right hand did the damage. Are you looking to stop a guy with an uppercut like Charlo does or something? A nice uppercut.
Yeah, it's whatever somebody comments.
No, the most fans, whatever punch they say, that's what we're gonna do and stop the next guy.
That's what I do with it.
Let the fans pick which punch he wants. They want him.
All right. I do want to see an uppercut.
The right uppercut? You said the right uppercut?
Yeah, right uppercut.
Right uppercut for the next one.
If you get a right uppercut knockout in your next fight, I'll be amazed. I'll tell you that right now.
I'll be working on it in the gym.
Yo, this reminds me of because Ali. I have a poster of right here. He used to predict the rounds. But you're taking the type of punch.
Right.
I
Okay.
ain't no rounds yet. Give me a couple more fights.
Nah, because they will be underestimating somebody we pick now. We can pick them up. We can set up.
In boxing, and a lot of the most successful boxers, whether it's Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez, Inoue, you name it, Devin Haney, they're working with their fathers. You know what I mean? And, what do you make of that? Do you think your tight relationship with your father is going to contribute to you having a lot of success in the future?
Yeah, because he has my best interest. Like, say if I were to have a whole different coach that didn't not even blood related, at the end of the day, he's not obligated to be there by my side and take care of me. So I feel like it's best to have your father as your trainer, because he's gonna want the best for you, and he's not in it for the money.
That's right. I'm gonna protect you that way.
Does your father train anybody else, or it's just you?
I mean, when my homeboys come to the gym, he'll probably work with them, but not really.
Oh, okay.
All the focus on you, you know?
Yeah.
Take advantage of it, man. Yeah, and it seems like you're going to. I mean, you're fighting every month. Like that's gonna do some good for you, man. I look forward to seeing you on Telemundo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're right up, like y'all said.
There you go. We're gonna be looking for it, you know.
Okay, that's right. Well, we're gonna be having to look out for that now. So what we learned today, we need to make sure BoxRec fixes the amateur record.
Yeah.
Like, what do you remember in the amateurs? Like, what's the punch that usually hurt guys with in the amateurs to stop them?
It depended, like every punch. I believe I stopped the guy with a jab. I say though, like the straight punches mostly. Mostly it came from the straight punches, like the right hand. I had some with the hooks. But I would say straight punches get there faster and they're more effective, in my opinion.
Kid Austin, want to thank you for coming on.
No problem.
It's been a pleasure. You showed up on time. You know what I mean? What do you want to say to the boxing fans out there? Whatever it is that you want to say, what message do you have to anybody out there, man? What do you want to say to the fans?
Stay tuned. I'm coming for my belts. Ooh. Oh, and I also want to say hi to Floyd Mayweather if he's out there.
Okay.
He's most likely going to see this. But
Let the people know who watch this and the people who are watching live where they can find you on social media.
Kid_Austin1 on Instagram, Floyd Schofield III on Facebook, and FloydSchofield.com for my website.
Okay.
Nice.
Awesome. And I'm anticipating a couple of years you will be in the middle of a boxing ring, and you will hear the words "and the new," and it will raise your arm, right? So, hey, it's gonna happen if you keep going. You know what I mean? So keep up the good work.
Yeah.
And we'll be watching.
Yeah, I got one more request for you, man. If you get that stoppage with that right uppercut, make sure you give a shout out to the Hispanics causing panic on Telemundo.
That's right. Yeah.
No doubt, man.
It's just HCP. You know what I mean? Yeah. So there we go. All right, man. Have a good one, man.
You too. Thank you, guys.
Take it easy.